What's going on, Throne Armor? We have the Message Monday for January 14th, 2013. Kind of a sad Message Monday because we do not have a box update as that ended last week, but we do have a lot of cool stories from LaxCon this past week in Philadelphia. We left Friday about midday, mid-afternoon, I guess. We got out of here a little bit late because we are trying to get as many orders out as we can before the weekend, and had a nice little ride down to Philly, and it was a good time. We were getting kind of grumpy though because we were like debating whether to get the Wings game on time or eat food, so we tried to do it all at once, and we ended up pulling off on one of the interstates, and we went to Nathan's, and we got a bunch of fried food, and it was really good going down, and then we hated it 10 minutes after. But anyway, we made it to the NLL game, and we're seeing the Wings play the Bandits. We were really excited, and the coolest thing was walking in, we ran into Joe Laxbeat. You guys may know him from YouTube as well. He was just like screaming my name out from the distance, and I was like, who can tell who I am from this far? It was really cool. It was cool meeting him, and we got to talk for a bit, but then I had to run into the game. And we missed the first quarter, but it was definitely an awesome time. We got to see some more fans. I think next time I'm going to go, I'm going to try and make it a little bit more organized and let you guys know where I'm going to be at intermission or at the end of the game, so I can meet and I guess see as many of you guys as I can. So next time, I know that now, because this time it's just kind of random. If you saw us, we were able to talk to you guys and give you guys some free stuff and whatnot. So, but game was awesome. I mean, the Wings are absolutely stacked, and the Bandits also have some really cool players to watch. It was just an awesome game. The fans were really into it. We also sat next to a guy from Gate, and he's one of the product engineers there, so it was cool to talk to him about what they're doing and old products, and just kind of talk shop about sticks and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. And then that was pretty much it. We went back to the hotel, checked in, threw around a bit in our hotel room. Probably not the best idea, but we didn't really have a chance to throw all day, and after seeing an NLL game, all you want to do is go throw around. Then we went out to the field house where a lot of coaches and other stores and other retailers were there, and so we figured we'd go there and talk to a few people, and that's what we did. Had a great time, got to talk to some coaches and whatnot, and that was pretty much a wrap on that day. We went back home, or back to the hotel. And then we were getting ready for Saturday. Saturday was the big convention at the Pennsylvania Center, I think it's called. Really, really huge, nice conference center convention thing. And it was awesome. We got there, woke up, went and got breakfast, and we shot around some locations in Philly throwing around outdoors, which was really cool. People kind of looked at us like we're crazy, but it was some cool videos, and had a lot of fun making it. And then we got there, and it was awesome, absolutely awesome. We walked right in. There was a huge Maverick display, a huge Cascade display, and it was really cool. Probably the greatest thing out of the whole thing is just meeting people I've talked to via email for my products, or ordering products, or blogs, or friends, or other YouTubers or fans. It was one of the greatest weekends, the greatest days I've ever had. Meeting so many amazing people that really appreciate what I do, and I also appreciate what they do. So it was awesome. It was a great community, a great time. And if you guys missed it this year, I definitely recommend going next year. We just decided to go as fans to hang out with you guys, which I think was a really good decision. It seemed like a lot of the people that had booths were kind of bogged down with like talking about their product their whole time, and not really just like talking to people and checking in, and people I've met on the internet, actually meeting them in person and spending time with them. So we really enjoyed that, and we also got to spend a lot of times with fans and talking to pros. It was absolutely awesome. So I'm going to try and go over like the main points of it. Maverick was huge because their people were just awesome. Being able to talk to them, Maverick and Cascade. They probably had the best booth by far in there. Coolest stuff. Could touch everything, look at anything. They had all the pro helmets, and then all the college gloves for Maverick, was just awesome. And Joe Von Miller was hanging out there, so we actually caught up with him like 2 or 3 times. Just talked about what was going on in the convention. It was really awesome. The other really cool thing was running into Connor Wilson from Lax All Stars. That was pretty cool. We also gave him a ride home, so we got to talk shop for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, how long we were in the car. And we normally talk on the way home from box lacrosse, so it was cool to do it again when box isn't going on. And it was just awesome. We got to talk a little bit deeper than we normally do about lacrosse and our backgrounds and what we want to do. And it really kind of gave me some really awesome ideas and kind of reinvigorated what I want to do. And so that was really cool. And then we also met so many awesome pros, and some of them actually knew about me and Throwing a String, so that was really cool. I mean, we got to talk to Kyle Harrison, Sam Bradman, Paul Rabel, and yeah, I mean, there's other ones I can't remember right now. There was just so many people there. We met so many people, and it was crazy. But that was really cool. We all got to give out mesh to a bunch of fans as well. That was probably the other cool part. I got to throw around with some of you guys. I got to meet some of you guys' parents who tell me you guys are failing out of school because you're watching YouTube videos, which I said that's what I used to do. I used to just watch TV and learn how to make things, and that's what I went to school for and had a great time doing it. But it was awesome, absolutely amazing day. And then probably the top three coolest things is we got to hang out with the Gym Lax guys, which I've never met, but I know them really well via email and phone. So that was really special. And then we also got to hang out with the TLN guys. You all know them over there, but it was weird. I felt like I knew them, even though I never met them in person, just because we have done Google Hangout talks and just have talked through email and stuff. So it was really cool. And they ended up giving Chris one of these really, really awesome hats. The quality on these things are awesome. I don't know if you can still buy them. I think they're just in the grab bags, but if you can, you guys are thinking about it, I definitely recommend it. Really nice. We're going to be putting it in the background of the videos for a few days. Just awesome. Really cool stuff. Another cool company I met besides meeting all the Maverick guys, which was really cool, was Evo Shield. They're actually a baseball protective company. They're making their way into lacrosse, and Ned Crotty uses their stuff. I've actually seen him wear it, and I guess all of Duke, and I hear they're talking to John Hopkins about it. So they ended up giving me one of their Slash guards, and so I'm going to be doing a review on it. I'm also going to be doing a video on my top 5 products of LaxCon. That should be dropping later this week. It's a really cool video. It's just the top 5 products that I'm excited about for 2013 or that I didn't know about yet. So that was really cool talking to those guys. But probably the crowning moment of the entire trip was I actually was able to talk to Mike Powell and Ryan Powell, and it was awesome. That's the only way I can explain it. It was, Mike Powell, as many of you guys know, is my favorite player of all time, and I definitely, as a child, looked up to him, and even as a teenager, looked up to him and the way he played, and it definitely shaped who I am as a person and how I also play on the field. So it was kind of like if I wanted to meet one person associated with lacrosse, it was him, and it was really special. We actually got to spend like 15 minutes talking to him about videos, about really everything. I mean, if you've ever seen his work, you know that man has a really powerful brain, I would say. He really dives into things and really makes it, the greatest it can be. So, and the coolest part about it is after talking to him, he handed me his business card, which is made of wood. I can't show you the back because it has all the info, but it's Rhino Lacrosse up here in Sarasota Springs, Lacrosse. Wood business card from Mike Powell. Probably one of the coolest things I've ever received in my life, and I'm hoping to email him, and we were talking about some video ideas, and he really liked what I was doing, and we were talking gear and cameras and everything, because he really films and directs all those Easton videos, especially the ones that I picked for the giveaway I just did for them, and it's just awesome. I feel like we share a lot of interests and a lot of goals when it comes to life in lacrosse, so it was a great experience meeting him. And we actually have some footage of it that's going to be in a video that I'm working on right now of just kind of all the highlights of it, because we filmed a lot of stuff there and a lot of amazing products and a lot of amazing people. So, but that was extremely special. Was an amazing time. So that's pretty much it for LaxCon. Next, let's get into some cool video stuff. So I've been working on making these videos as awesome as they can be, as frequent as they can be, and the quality just being insane. And I was kind of coming up with some ideas on how to shoot shooting videos better. You guys really seem to love them. I love making them. They take a long time, but I wanted to come up with some new ideas for the new one. And we tried some new angles and new ideas for the one we just did, Poppin' Bottles, which you guys seem to love. Haven't yet? Checked it out. Link in the description. And I just trying to come out with new ideas. And so we built one of these, which is kind of like just a hand rig for the GoPro, but you can get it in really tight and it's really stable. So I'm hoping this is going to be able to give us some really close shots of us shooting a little bit wider, and to be able to do some cool things. I'm lining up a good list of like guest people to be in those videos. And then the other thing I wanted to run past you guys, Chris asked me to do this. We are now starting to finally get caught up after all the holiday orders and getting ready for the season. And that means in this week, rush orders will be back. A lot of people have been asking about it, but I didn't have the ability to offer them because I already guaranteed so many heads to get out. But I'm working so hard and trying to expand as much as we can, but still offer the same quality and experience that everyone's going to get. So the biggest thing we need from you guys is when you're sending us ahead, if you first place an order online, and if you're Picking up the head from us, you don't need to do this, but if you are picking up, if you're going to be sending us the head, what you need to do is print out your order confirmation. This either can be on the website. Once you place the order, it'll say confirmation will have all your info, and it'll have the little header of throwing a string on the top. Or you can do it through your email. You'll get an email confirmation via PayPal that will have the same info. And all I would love for you guys to do is to print it out and put it around the head and staple it. And this will allow us to do, as soon as it comes in, we let you know that it's here, so you know that we received your head and how long it's going to be until you get your head back, which is normally 2 to 3 weeks. We're trying to shorten it down, and we're working tirelessly to make it quicker and still have the best quality can be, still being as many, get as many heads into the videos as you guys want, but there's only so many hours in the day. But that would help us. That would help us a lot, because if you guys don't do this, we put it aside, and once we check in all the heads, we have to go through every single order we get and match up heads with orders, and then sometimes we even have to email you and ask you colors or whatnot. So the other big thing you need to do is when you order the pocket in the bottom, in the notes section, we ask you what head is being strung, and this allows us to easily identify which head is getting what pocket. And this guy said a white Easton Stealth, and this is actually for Clive, or no, for Oscar. It's going to Oscar. That really helps us match up the head with pockets. So if you guys could do that, we'd really appreciate it, and it would only help us get your head back to you sooner. So that is that. And that's everything in terms of clerical and LaxCon. And now let's get into the questions, which is always so entertaining. I asked you guys last night. I tweeted out a message. Get your questions in now, and you guys blew up my phone. I had, I think, 25 to 30 questions. I kind of did like top 10, and I did top 5, and then a few bonus ones. If I can cut this video at under 30 minutes, I'll throw those in. So let's just get right into it. The first one was asked kind of by 3 people, and if I didn't see another one, I'm sorry. But the first person asked, and I believe was Michigan Lax, and then Colin Hotch, and then Quinn. And all of you guys asked us, how do I feel about the Mark Matthews trade to New York Lizards? 2 thumbs up? I mean, awesome. The guy is an animal. He's amazing to watch. I've learned so much from watching him play, and it's awesome. I mean, Will Mangan played like 4 or 5 games last season with us, and they also gave away a pick. Seems like he's going to be a great player, but we have a lot of midfield on Long Island, and we have really young attack, and I feel like Matthews, after having 1 season under his belt, is going to be awesome. I mean, the dude scored 5 goals in his first game, continued to score, and then I believe, I've heard this, but don't tell me if I'm wrong, he scored 1 minute into his first NLL game this past week, and I still haven't watched all the videos from the week because we've been gone. I'm planning to do that tonight. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. I mean, I like the name. The name change is very cool to me. The new gear. I saw the helmets. At first, they were kind of garish, but I think they're awesome now that I look at them. Secondly, I think they're going to have a really cool modern element to them. And then they're also going to be playing a few games on Roosevelt Island, or Randall's Island, sorry. And that's right near me. So cool. So I am so excited for the new MLL season. It's just been great. I've been able to have so much access now to lacrosse games and lacrosse content, and getting out there and seeing amazing games. It's just been a great time to be a lacrosse fan, I have a feeling. It's only going to get better from here, so I'm super into that. The next is from Reese Tomcow, and he says, what is your favorite Call of Duty game? I'm going to kind of break your question apart. I'm going to do my favorite and what I think the best is. The best Call of Duty of all time is COD 4. Don't argue with me. It's COD 4. Now there's a lot of hacked stuff, but back in the day when that thing came out, it was revolutionary. They're still using that engine for everything else, but COD 4 is the best. My favorite one is probably Modern Warfare 2. I like Black Ops 2, but it has a lot of kind of weird stuff to it. Modern Warfare 2, when you play that competitively, and there's no noob tubing, there's no perks, there's only a certain set of guns, you can't akimbo G18 anyone. It's amazing. It's one of the best games ever. It runs smoothly, high graphics, everything. Not a lot of lag comp on PC. It's awesome. And once you mod that, and we did modded lobbies with friends and stuff like that, it was unbelievable. Like, we would do slow motion, low grav with intervention mag and throwing knife, and all you could do was quick scope. And I'd get 10 or 12 of my friends in there that were amazing players and just go at it, and it would just be like montage highlight after montage highlight. It was really sweet. So Modern Warfare 2, I've never had more fun playing a game in my life, so that's my favorite. That's a cool question. I like the ones that aren't lacrosse related yet and lacrosse lifestyle related. The next is an awesome question. It's from Nick Kuzaminski, and he said, did playing hockey as a kid or as a teenager make you a better lax player? I know it helped me out. And I just talked with Connor and Chris on the way home. Yeah. A lot of people ask me like, Odie, which one do you like better? Or which one should I concentrate on, or which one should my kid play? Play both. There's something about constantly being in that high competitive thing. Like if you take like summer off from hockey and you're doing travel, the ice always is terrible and stuff like that. And then with lacrosse, if you're playing fall ball or like winter indoor, nothing's going to keep you as in shape and as in mindset of being an athlete as it is playing those two sports, or off season sports, than just playing one. They both made me better at both, and that's what's so awesome about it. I mean, the reason I love lacrosse is there was no lacrosse when I was a kid. So I grew up playing hockey, and I mean, I love playing hockey because I guess I can say I'm good at it. I can skate, and that's only because I did it my whole life. And lacrosse is something that wasn't always there for me. And then when I was able to play, it was you always want something you can't have. And so when I was able to play, I just absolutely loved every moment of it because it was something that I couldn't always have. And there's something about it because when I went from one sport to the other, I was in top condition because I was playing at a serious level of the other sport the whole time during the off season. I didn't really need to do conditioning for one or the other because I was already playing another sport at such a high level that I could just come in and be fine. But on the other note, the one thing I wish that I would have concentrated on, either way, it was in hockey. I always had speed because I was skating since before I could walk. And so I didn't have to worry about stick skills as much because I could just blow past the guy, push the puck in front of me, and be fine. But when it came to lacrosse, my lower body and the way I run and everything was built around hockey. And so I wasn't the fastest runner. I was really fast at sprinting and changing directions, but as in terms of like field, I wasn't the best at it. And so I had to work on stick skills to be able to compete with the people that were just faster than me and keep, because they could catch up to me and I had to protect my stick. And I was always thinking, I didn't really realize until later that I needed to find a way to meld those together. And I wish I found out when I was younger a way to do that because it would only make me better at both sports. And now playing box, I kind of see where the two come together because I'm able to be explosive and like you would be in hockey or in box, but I have the spatial skills and the stick skills that I got from playing field and trying to protect myself from 6-foot long sticks beating the crap out of me. And so that's why I've fallen in love with box, I feel like, because it really melds together all the things that I've kind of built my style of play around between hockey and lacrosse. And it's been awesome. That's why I love playing transition and boxing. I can get that ground ball. I can get through those guys, pick it off, quick dip and dunk, and we have a goal. And that's the other really cool thing. I love all the photos from box because I'm always like, it's like 5 guys always hacking at me, but I'm like getting out of the corner. It's just awesome. So that's the only thing I would say. You definitely need to play both. They're definitely if you're able to play both, play both. If you like both, they're only gonna make you a better player. But really try and focus on, if you're gonna be a speed guy, work on your speed both running and skating. Or if you're gonna be a stick guy, focus on your stick on both sides of the game, and it's only going to make you better at either or. I wish I would have understood that sooner, and it would have made me better at both because I would have been able to concentrate on those skill sets for both. So, long answer that kind of went off tangent, but there's some good like life chunks of knowledge in there that I hope you guys understand. I picked these next 2 questions because they really build off the other one, and I like them. They escalate each other. This one is from Tyler Hoffat, and he said, "Was the transition from field to box a weird transition? And if so, what were some of the hardest challenges?" And I think it's my hockey background made it very not weird. It actually it made a lot of sense to me. I was able to play. I mean, there's some parts about the game and that you're not sure how to cover immediately until it kind of happens to you. Like how far you should push behind the goal, how far you should be in. But being from hockey, the kind of bodying up and the spacing of the boards and the angles you play, I knew. So it really helped me, on transition and D, and just really kind of helping out my team in the ways that I knew I could. Having a hockey background, so the transition wasn't as hard. I think that maybe the things that were harder for me was the quickness. I really had to realize how quick the game's going to move. Normally you can, in lacrosse on a field, looks really quick because people are running while looking, but in box it's really much more standing still and deciding before you move exactly where the ball's going to go, and it's a little bit more dynamic than where field is a little bit more of a dance. I feel like. So that's probably the thing that shocked me most was how quick it is, and also how easy. It felt like it was much easier to put a goal in box if the team was playing well together than it is in field. That was the other thing. It's like it's either like the floodgates open, or it was just very solid and we couldn't get through. Unlike field, which is more, I feel more like a chess match than it was with box, and it was cool. I like the dynamic of the two. The next question is from Ryan. He says, now that you've played box and field, which one do you like more? And this is kind of the same contingent question. It's the same. I mean, you could throw hockey in there too. They each have their elements that I love, and they each have their elements that frustrate me. But right now I'm going to say box just because I had so much fun. But let's pretend that that's between us two. But they each have their whole thing. I mean, I'll explain it to you guys. There's nothing better than just, waking up, getting in the mindset of playing a game, taping your stick, getting your bag ready, putting on fresh day socks or game socks, and just going out there, throwing your bag down, seeing your buddies throwing balls around. Beautiful day outside, and you know that you're just going to go out there and hit someone. It's awesome. It's like the preparation and the adrenaline coming up to it, and then actually getting on that field, and you put your helmet on and you walk on that field. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world, and I experienced that through all three of the sports, if we're still talking about hockey. Really putting on skates and getting on the ice, there's very few things in the world that can trump that. I would say maybe like a motorcycle is one that does the same thing to me, and a little bit more because there's a little bit more danger involved. But I love them. I mean, that's my favorite thing. I love playing. I love scoring goals. I love shutting someone down. I love setting up assists. I love hitting people. But the biggest thing for me for that is the more the mental preparation and getting ready, and then going and hitting the field. That moment, I just kind of get to zone out everything else, and I just know I have an hour of hanging out with friends and just doing what I love to do. And it's very instinctual. Everything else I do is very methodical. As you guys see, what I design, what I make, making videos, talking, it's all very... this is more effortless. I'm getting better at this, but in terms of just getting on a sport, having a stick in your hands, it's like sometimes when I'm frustrated here and I just go, Chris, we got to go throw, and we'll just go outside and throw around, and it's like you come back and there's everything melts away, and it's just so relaxing. So they all do something like that to me, and I think that's more about it than the actual sport of itself. It's more like the mental activity that goes along with it. But very cool question. I love when you guys ask me questions like that, because it just makes me figure out more about myself and how to be happy and how to enjoy this awesome life that I have in front of me. The next one is a really cool question, and I'm going to try and keep it very succinct because I could go on for a while, I have a feeling. The next one is from Ben Foreigner, and he says, what motivates me? Or you, he said, but I said me. I was just talking about this with someone, so it's fresh. It's kind of just, I don't know where to start. It's wanting to surround myself with things that reflect who I am. That's really what my entire kind of journey has been so far in life. And that's why I really wanted to go to art school and had great opportunities to go to awesome design and art schools. And it's growing up, I didn't associate myself with a lot of stuff I saw. I didn't see something and go like, oh, that's me, that's really cool, I like that. Like kind of how when I see like one of my sticks, or I hold it, even if it's not mine, I go like, oh, that's cool. That, there's something about that I find fascinating and comforts me. And so this kind of whole thing was just me making things for myself that I enjoyed. Things that when I looked at, I felt like I left, something of my mind and my ability in the world. And when I surround myself with it, it makes me very relaxed and calm, and makes me feel like I'm using my talents and my abilities and my time really also to make things that matter to me. And that's kind of the ultimate goal, I think, of any designer, is to leave the world in a better place than what we found it. And that's what I try to do, and that's really what motivates me. It's not I love you guys. I love, people coming up to me and saying they really like my videos. Like, that's definitely a part of it. But the biggest thing for me is, like, I will never stop stringing. Like, even if, I have an empire of stringing people to do what I design, I'll never stop, because there's something about it. It's a puzzle. And that puzzle constantly challenges my brain and constantly challenges me. And the result of it, good or bad, is still something I made and still something I enjoy. So that kind of constant ability to improve something that not only I enjoy and love can have on my desk, but I can share with you guys, is what motivates me. I just love the ability to make stuff that not only I love, but you guys really love as well. And that's really what it is. And I think even what motivates me more is that I have the awesome community of you guys to share my kind of brain ideas with, and that you guys get to implement them and put them on the field. And then the biggest payoff, which I've talked about before, is you guys loving the game I love more because of what I create. That's probably the biggest thing that really makes it kind of full circle, meaningful, and just like, it's the next level. It's not, goals, it's not points, it's not, friendships are really important, but it's that next level where it's, it's just you. It's just you and what you want to do. And then that's what's really, really awesome about my stuff. And I talked a little about this with Mike Powell and stuff like that, and that's what I see in his videos that he does for Easton, and that's why I like them so much, is that they really they put lacrosse not on a pedestal, but as it's kind of I don't want to say slingshot, but a vessel for you to grow as a person, and grow in an amazing community with some of the most amazing people I've ever met. And especially this weekend was just awesome, meeting such like-minded people that would literally do anything for you, and it's just lacrosse. It's kind of weird, but it's awesome. So that's what motivates me, and I hope you guys find something like that motivates you, because that's what has driven me to do everything that I've done in my life. And it's important to find. It's important to find what you want to do, and you need to also find what motivates you to do that. And if you can do whatever the hell you want with your life, which is awesome. It's totally awesome. Final question, and this is another heavy one. These are a lot of heavy ones. I know box stuff. We don't have that much cool stuff to show, so a lot of cool questions. So thank you guys for making Message Monday. You guys are like 80% of what makes us awesome. Brady Youngerman, he's sent a few in, and they're always pretty sweet. So this one is, if you could have one thing that involved lacrosse, what would it be? I got the perfect answer. On our car ride home with Connor Wilson. I've said that like 10 times now, but it was one of those kind of times in my life, or those events where I think I'll always reflect on, and it was the kind of like the ultimate dream of what we could do, and that was building a box rink in Brooklyn. So not only is it the sport that I love, and the city I love, and the activity I love, all coming together, and just really just have something to be like, I did that, that's awesome. And I kind of offered all my strength and abilities and friends to help it happen for him, because I when he talked about it, really, really seemed special to him, and I would love to help him out in any way I can to achieve that goal of his. And it would just be so awesome. And I'd be like, oh, just play box year round? Oh, you just want to go throw on the box rink? It'd be cool. And not only is it awesome that it's box, but it's in Brooklyn, the city that I absolutely love and plan to live a very, very long time in. So it's just an awesome idea, and I would love to do that. It would be awesome. So that is Message Monday, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, we didn't have a lot to really show, but got to talk about a lot of stuff at LaxCon. It was an awesome experience. If you guys didn't get to go this year, please go. It's so cool. It really is so awesome. We got to see Kyle Harrison shoot. We got to meet Paul Rabel. We got to meet Mike Powell and Ryan Powell. We got to hang out with friends, meet people from the internet, meet fans. It was sweet. It was like, I was trying to tweet and take photos and take video, and I was just kind of like a kid in a candy store, just running from shop to shop to shop, and it was hard. I was trying to have Chris do things. It was awesome though. It was truly once in a lifetime experience to experience it for the first time like that, and have all those people just be happy to talk to. So it was awesome, but you should go. So if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, and if you guys like the Message Monday, please throw it a like and share, and maybe in the comments let me know what the best NLL game was from this past weekend, because I'm planning to watch it, and I want to watch the good one first. Maybe the good one second. We'll see. Let me know which one the best NLL game was in the comments below, and you can always view those on TLN. And that's everything, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you guys soon. Evo X's. All the blades in Evo X's.